Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, let's go for a ride. Let's just sit back, put your seatbelt on, and go for a ride and chit chat and solve the world's problems. Hey, I really appreciate the comments that most of y'all give in the comments section. That last video about the 5 worst FJ Cruiser mods. Man, I guess some of you guys really are sensitive. I don't know what happened, why people are so sensitive today, but man, I got a fuck you and got some other really rude comments, but that's just part of being on YouTube, and I appreciate you saying what you really feel. See ya. You're blocked. You don't get to see shit ever again. Anyways, the comments that I really don't like are the ones that say, "Oh, excellent video. Oh, this is your best work ever." I know that's just some bot somewhere's over in China posting those things, and it's not real. But and they sure didn't watch my shit if they're posting that. But hey, can you believe it? It's the end of 2021. Last 2 years have been just like a big old nothing. I mean, this COVID thing's really getting on everybody's nerves, and nobody really gives a shit anymore, except for the government trying to make a big deal out of it so they can spend more money, which means when they spend money, they get money returned back to them. We know everything's corrupt and there's kickbacks, and not all the way the campaign funds work, and Sheila Jackson Lee pays her daughter, who's not even qualified enough to work at Walmart, $750,000 a year to stuff envelopes. With this infrastructure bill, they're saying everybody's going to have broadband. Okay, we know it's the government behind it, but let's just go with everyone gets internet. Let's say it's not super fast, but it's normal internet speeds that are above DS, a phone line. Now everybody's got email. Everybody's got the internet. And to have that stuff, you're going to have some type of a phone or a laptop or a desktop or some type of a connection device. All right, so listen to this. With that, we will not need the United States Postal Service. That thing's just been a big drain on our economy, and it's outdated. It's government subsidized finance. I don't know what the full legal connection is, but the government's in it, and it's costing us, even as taxpayers. But it's ridiculous. Let's start out at the front yard. I got a mailbox. I've got to pay for it, maintain it, keep it up. And the Postal Service says I can't use it for U.P.S. or Amazon or for whatever else. It's just theirs. I mean, this is 2022, people. Seriously. It's not the Pony Express days. It's ridiculous. They can't get their shit together enough to where I can print small postage without it costing me $30 a month for the privilege of being able to do that. I gotta go stand in line to mail a little piece of paper that I know is going to be a little bit more than the normal postage, whatever it is. I mean, there's so many other ways to send packages other than the U.P.S. And a phase out of 5 years allows the driver's license, the license plate people, and all that stuff to get everything online to where it doesn't need to be done by mail. Not only would this be accruative to the budget, it would be self-funding, because cutting out the government and allowing us to have our own boxes at our house for Amazon, U.P.S., FedEx, everybody can use. Neighbors even. I mean, what do you get by mail? Today I got nothing but ads. Why is the government in the advertising sales business? With the internet and email, there is absolutely no reason to be getting any small mail things. I'm looking around, I got something from the Marriott Vacation Club. Obviously, I'm a boomer, and I opted for paper, yearly statements or bills. My Chase Sapphire, yep, I'm a boomer. Think about the greenhouse gases that the Postal Service alone is accountable for. Look at all those little Jeeps that are driving around the neighborhood, house to house, every day, delivering junk mail to you, or other mail that should be emailed to you. Now, here's our biggest problem, is the Postal Workers Union. They're going to cry. They're going to scream. Pension, hourly wages. You can't retrain these people because why? They're stupid? No, they're retrainable. 4-year retraining. You give them their salary because it's low enough to begin with, and you pay for their education. Costs you a little bit more, but you're ending it in 4 years. In 4 years, they can have their life put together or they don't deserve it. That'll never happen because the union boss will never let that go to the membership or let that be done. He'll get that squashed real quick. He's not giving up his fat salary. All of the inventory of all those Jeeps or small little vehicles that deliver junk mail to you, they can be scrapped, recycled, find something good for the economy, environment to do with those. Property that is of use, like the old post offices, can be just call them package box stores or whatever, that not only UPS, FedEx, Amazon, everybody can use for stuff that's really undeliverable to people's houses. Industrial processing centers or whatever, they can be sold. Brings more money into to the government. Can you believe that there are still some neighborhoods where a mail carrier is physically walking between each house, hand delivering paper that does not need to be hand delivered little pieces of paper if everybody has the internet? And for some startling numbers, the United States Postal Service last year lost $3.8 billion. That equals out to $17,300 per union member. The people we got working for us are not even productive enough to where we could be breaking even. We are losing $17,300 per member. Why do we want to keep doing this? Let's shut it down. So as Biden would say, here's the deal, man. We shut it down tomorrow. Or let's say next year when everybody has broadband, right? And then we say there's a 4-year phase out where we're going to sell the properties, redevelop them, whatever, reinvent them. The employees are all going to be paid their full salary, and they are required to go to school or do something to better their lives in a new career. Those that have been or very close to retirement, will give them a buyout. But in 5 years, the money drain will have stopped 100%. Looks like the sun's coming out. Doubt it'll stay out. It's still nice. No more Pony Express. The unions can organize wherever everybody goes, whatever the new industry is for delivery. Make people smart and make them good on the internet and develop apps and web pages and payment systems for billing and driver's licenses and license tags and all that stuff. And I know I'm going to catch shit for this, but here's the fucking truth. Nobody working at the Postal Service graduated high school saying, yeah, I'm going to be a mail carrier. I'm going to be a mail clerk at the post office. Not one of them there did. I'm retired. I'm set up. I don't have to worry about money. For those of you that are younger and working, what would you do? The sky's basically the limit. If someone gave you, if your boss, the government, whoever, they in parentheses, air quotes, if they gave you 4 years to go out and get whatever training, experience that you need, and we will pay you your salary that you've been making or your wage or whatever you made over the last 3 years, we'll average it out, and that's what we're going to pay you to better your life in education, skills, or trades. What would you do? Would you become a welder? Would you open your own business? Would you go to programming school and learn computer code? Would you be an electrician? They are also going to pay the costs incurred with that education. Does that make sense? I mean, this is all hypothetical, but I think it's a system that could work. Are you sure you really want my advice or my suggestions? All right, well, you asked for it. I would say you want to do something that is going to allow you to be your own boss, open up your own business. I've always said that within 10 years, I don't care what you're doing, you could be very successful and making some good money. Even if you're a waiter, The waiters at the very nice restaurants, I'm talking about the expensive ones that have been there for 10 years. Yeah, I think they're doing pretty good. They're paying their mortgage and a car note on a new truck or something like that. My story, within 3 years of being an electrician, I was doing side jobs on nights and weekends. I was 8 or 9 years from the time I first started before I had my full-time business to where I stopped working for anybody else. Yeah, 8 years. Would you say that if we were to give that opportunity to the people who are working and have worked and are being close to being retired at the Postal Service, for them to give up their career and to find a new one, do you think that would be a good opportunity for them? Would you want something like that offered to you? How do you feel about guns? And let's be specific. Let's talk about handguns. How do you feel about handguns? What's your thoughts on them? Have you had any professional training? That's not your father or your uncle taking you out and shooting 10 cans off of a 2x4. I'm talking about professional training, live houses, gun ranges, moving around shooting at targets that move, or just in the indoors, air-conditioned, rich white man shooting ranges. What about licenses for yourself? Licenses for your gun, taxes, stamps, open carry, concealed carry. What about responsibility? Let me tell you what I think here. I think that you or me, as a responsible owner, and that's the one that's going to be tracked back to if it needs to be tracked back to. Forget about registering and licenses and all that stuff. If something happens to your gun and it's used in a crime by someone in your family, in other words, if your kid takes your gun because you did not have it locked up properly and shoots up people at school, that you should be held equally responsible. Plain and simple. I think that it should be a little bit different. For example, your gun is locked up inside your locked up car and it is burglarized, broken into, strong-armed, whatever you call it, it's stolen and then used in a crime or murder. That's different because you had some level of responsibility in securing the weapon before it was stolen. If your kid, your wife, your brother, your best friend gets his hand on your pistol from your house because it was not properly secured and he uses it in a violent way, you are both equally responsible. That's what I think the law should be. Is that too much? Let me know. Leave a comment. All right, man. That's about enough for right now. Thanks for riding along with me. It's been fun. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Good or bad. Start a conversation at social media, right? All right, man. Thank God 2021 is just about over, right? I'm out of here. See ya.